Welcome to the update. I'm Eleanor Quirk. The Prime Minister and opposition leader are both kicking off their respective election campaigns in the key battleground state of Queensland. It marks the beginning of a 5-week run to the federal election on May 3rd. The ballot set to be the biggest in the nation's history, with more than 7,000 polling locations holding a combined 55 million ballot papers. AEC spokesperson Evan Econ-Smith reminding voters to ensure their details are up to date.
You've got just over a week to make sure that your details are up to date on the electoral roll. That 98% of all eligible electors who are on there at the moment. But if you've moved recently, changed your name because you got married, please check your details and make sure you enrol or update prior to 8 p.m. on Monday the 7th of April.
A stunt pilot remains in a critical condition after his plane crashed at Melbourne's Avalon Air Show. The man in his 50s was performing aerobatics when his aircraft plummeted to the ground. Glenn among the horrified spectators who witnessed the crash.
There's 4 planes. A single plane split off on doing its own, and 3 others flew off in formation. The plane on its own was doing a loop and didn't pull out of the loop in time and slammed into the ground. Yeah, I'm here with my 2 boys.
Australians are among the millions who have been rocked by a powerful earthquake in Asia. The 7.7 magnitude quake struck near Myanmar, where at least 150 people have been killed. Its effects also felt across Thailand, where the death toll in the capital of Bangkok has reached at least 8. This Bangkok resident says it was a terrifying ordeal.
I was checking a message on my mobile phone. I was in my lazy boy and all of a sudden it moved back and forth and then it toppled over and I hit my head on the table.
Queensland and New South Wales are on flood watch as heavy rain drenches the states. The weather system moving across the southeast of Queensland and down the coast as far as Sydney. Jonathan Howe from the Bureau says the deluge could cause flash flooding.
So reminding people to keep an eye on the radar, any warnings issued. There are also a number of flood watches and warnings current along the coast. And so with this heavy rainfall, we could see some flooding around Brisbane and Sydney.
Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, and Carlton has slumped to its 3rd straight loss to remain winless this season, going down to the Bulldogs by 8 points at Marvel Stadium. Blues coach Michael Voss says they lacked composure.
Just enabling their marks and getting territory really easy on the ground. So we weren't able to take that off them, but invited them back in, and then the last quarter you don't have the composure. Then you go away, 8 free kicks.
To entertainment, Kim Kardashian is a step closer to following in her late father's footsteps and becoming a lawyer. The reality star sat a key test on legal ethics and professional conduct, mandatory for legal admission. She joined hundreds of other wannabe legal eagles sitting the test while her bodyguard waited outside the exam room. Dua Lipa is keeping it real as she takes in the sights of Sydney during her tour. The pop superstar spotted stocking up on groceries at a Bondi IGA supermarket before hitting the beach. And after 4 years together, Nick Kyrgios has reportedly split with his influencer girlfriend. And that's the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you again soon for another episode of The Update.